Hello first years and welcome to Northern Regional College, an outpost. My name is Penny Ross and I'm going to be teaching you in Coleraine your Unit 7 Principles of Safe Practice. As you can see, I'm not actually in the college. I'm stuck at home. This is my office that you can see behind me. And momentarily I will be teaching you from home, so it's going to be very, very important that we keep in touch through online means such as emails or, in this case, the discussion forum. A little bit about me so that you know who I am. You will have met Mrs. Curran by now, and you will have met Charmaine O'Neill by now, who is your course coordinator. I'm one of the tutors on the course, and I am going to be teaching you this unit and probably 2 units in your second year. I tend to teach second year units. My background is I am a registered nurse. I would have nursed older people, and my field of study is dementia care in particular. So that's what makes me able to teach you health and social care. Welcome to the college. You're no longer school children, you'll be delighted to know. You are now students of a college. As such, I prefer you to call me Penny rather than Miss or Mrs. Ross. So Penny it is. It will take you a while to get used to, but believe you me, you will get used to it as we go along. So let's have a look now at your Unit 7, Principles of Safe Practice. This is just an introduction to this unit, and this is the type of thing that I would normally do on the very first day when I meet you all. Hopefully I will be meeting you all soon. So welcome to this unit. This is me, supposedly. This is my Bitmoji. I'm playing about with it, so if you see this person anywhere in your presentations, the likelihood is that I've created it. So I'm trying a little bit of a different technology. You will get to know me and you will find out that I love technology. So if anybody was going to get stuck at home teaching you from home, it's a good job it was me, because I sort of know what I'm doing, and so this shouldn't be too difficult. We'll see how we get on. This is very important before we even start. For anything that I teach you, it is so important that you use Canvas. Canvas you will have been introduced to by probably our CIL team, which stands for Creative and Innovative Learning Team. They will have made you a wee video that you've probably done on induction to teach you how to get on Canvas. Canvas is our learning and management system. It's our virtual learning environment, and you will find all sorts of stuff on it. And even better, you'll find resources, so that if for any eventuality we do have to go into lockdown again, or if you've missed a class for whatever reason, you will find the resources on Canvas. So it is vitally important that you use it. You will have already come this way, I'm sure. You must have done in order to get to this video. But here you can see the tile that we call on your dashboard for your course, which is the Level 3 National. It says Extended Diploma, and you can see there that there is a person being wheeled, I believe, in a wheelchair along a rather nice country view or landscape. It's really quite nice. I wouldn't mind being there. On the right hand side you can see that once you've pressed onto this, you will scroll down a little bit and you will see units of study. All of these units here are your units of study. If I get around to it tomorrow, I will attempt to put these into your year 1 units and then your year 2, because at the moment they're all mixed up a wee bit. But I'm going to be teaching you in the first year, Unit 7, Principles of Safe Practice in Health and Social Care, and you will be learning this unit the whole year round. Okay, some of your units you'll be learning entirely in one semester. I believe lifespan development is one of those. And some of the units stretch across the whole year, and this one stretches across the whole year. Okay, so once you've finally clicked onto Unit 7, Principles of Safe Practice in Health and Social Care, this is what you'll see. It's the introduction page, and in order to find this video you will have had to have scrolled down to find a link to the introduction to Principles of Self-Practice in Health and Social Care. Before we move on though, I want to just draw your notice to some of these things on the left. Now this is a picture, a screenshot of what I see on the left of my dashboard. You won't see all of these because I'm a teacher and I've got to set you assignments, send out announcements, so you won't see those. But you will see things like conferences, discussions, and modules. Some you might see modules. We use modules in order to build up the learning environment. Okay, so you will see some of these things here. Hopefully, as we go along, I will be doing real-time conferences with you online, and I will get Charmaine to show you how to access those. These invitation to these conferences will come to you via your college email, which makes it extremely important that you have a look. You've all got a Microsoft Office 365 account. There might well be some training on Canvas for you in the Student Hub on Microsoft Office 365. But until then, this is the easiest way to find it. You just Google Office 365 or Office 365 login. When it brings up the login, you can press the login and just put in your Northern Regional College username and password, and you should find that you've got a Microsoft Office 365 account all of your very own, which is rather nice. And you will see on the left hand side, when you enter it, you will see these tabs on the left hand side, something similar to these. I'm not sure whether you've got all of these tabs, but you most certainly will have most of these ones at the beginning here. And you can see that you've got a Word document tab, so if you press that you can bring up a new Word document. So of course that means that you can write your assignments using Word. There is an Excel one. We don't use Excel very much in health and social care, I'm delighted to say, because it's my nemesis. I find Excel quite difficult. You've got a PowerPoint one. You will be expected to make PowerPoints at some point, or presentations as part of your coursework perhaps. This one is the important one here that looks like an envelope. This is called Microsoft Outlook, but it's your email account. This is so important for you new students of Northern Regional College. to get to know your email account. This is the account that we prefer you to use to either email our staff, but this is also the account that you will get notifications from Canvas. So if I make an announcement that I put up new stuff for you to do on Canvas, it will come through your Outlook account, and so you wouldn't really want to miss that. Before we go on, just a note of this cloud. You'll all be very aware of cloud computing, or being able to save stuff on the cloud. This is a very useful feature. You can store all of your coursework on the cloud, and that means it's never going to be lost. And we can find it easily if we should need to. So here I am again, sitting on a pile of books. And this is just to tell you that hopefully, as you can see, I'm at home today recording this video. I'm at home because I am a shielded person. I have rheumatoid arthritis, so I'm not allowed into the college as yet. Hopefully I will be allowed into the college because I would much prefer to be there, and I can't wait to meet our new students. In health and social care, we get to know our students so well, and we almost become a little bit of a family in health and social care. You'll find out as we go along, and we do help our students even after they've finished the course. So we keep in touch with them, and it's just wonderful to see how they've grown and where they've gone and what jobs they've got after the course, or if they've got married or whatever. So until I can come and meet you all face to face and actually be in a classroom, I might send you notifications of a conference. Now, the conferences in Canvas are done by Big Blue Button, or I might send you a Zoom invitation that's got a code. I imagine that you lot have probably used Zoom before, or Google Classrooms, depending on what school you went to. With the advent of COVID-19 before the summer there, you will have perhaps got used to online conferences. These online conferences happen in real time, so I'll send you a wee invite, and it will be scheduled with your timetable that hopefully you've got today, and you'll be able to then click on into Canvas and join me in a conference that's live. So you'll be in my conference situation, and you'll be able to, and I'll be able to teach you live, so to speak, put PowerPoints up, ask you questions, and you'll be able to participate a little bit more. And this is as near as I can get to face-to-face teaching in a classroom in the actual college. So typically I would prefer to do real-time online conferences. You can see I haven't managed it today because we weren't sure quite how the logistics was going to work out. Hopefully you've all managed to click on this, but we'll see and find out afterwards. If for any reason that I can't be with you in real time, either online in real time or face to face, I will leave stuff on Canvas for you to work through. And just a bit of the bad news now, guys. I know when you're on Canvas, I can find out Big Brother is watching you, unfortunately for you lot. I have to take a register in real time. So when you're timetabled to have me, even though I'm at home in my office, I've still got to take a register. This is now vitally important that I take a register in real time, and within the first 15 minutes of you entering either my actual classroom or my online classroom. The reason for this is twofold. Some of you will be able to get something called, let's see, is it EMA? Learning, it's a sort of a learning amount. Apologies, I'm not very good at that. Good job you've got Mrs. O'Neill or Charmaine to help you out with that, but you'll get an amount every week. 30 quid it usually is for coming to college, which is rather nice. But this is always dependent upon you actually being in class, and if you miss so many, you actually get that cut. Charmaine will be able to tell you more about that, but that is one reason why I must take a register, because you are relying on me to take the register in order for you to get paid your 30 quid. Now the other reason, which in my opinion is much more important, is because we have to, it's a bit like track and trace for COVID-19. If one of you got sick, we would need to know exactly who you were in contact with at any one time. So we do that through our registers, and so with the advent of COVID-19, it's very, very important that we trace who's got a cough and who hasn't. So there are two reasons why we must take a register. You will find out very quickly that when you go into Mrs. Curran's class, the first thing she'll do is take a register. When you go into Charmaine's class, the first thing she'll do is take a register. Similarly, when you come into my class, even though it's online, I will be taking a register. Now then, a little bit about these signposts here, icons I like to call them. If I put work up for you on Canvas, it is interactive. I'm afraid it isn't just something to read, and it isn't just a video that you can put on and go and do the washing up in the background, or file your nails, or do your nail polish, or whatever it might be. I usually put up stuff that you've actually got to interact with, and you'll find out the different things I expect you to do by looking at these signposts. There's more than 4. So if it says learning outcomes, these are the learning outcomes I expect you to have learnt by the end of activities on a page in Canvas. If it says read, it means you've got to read a document. If it says watch, you've got to watch a video. Some of these videos are interactive, and there will be a quizzes halfway through, so be careful to watch that, because I will be able to find out if you haven't done the quiz, then I'll know you haven't watched the video. And you might get an activity. There are other things to do. I might ask you to research stuff. I might ask you to do a quiz. There are quite a lot of interactive things on Canvas, and because I'm stuck here virtually teaching you, I will expect you need to help me out, and I hope you will help Penelope Penny out, the little old lady who's stuck in her office in Coleraine, by participating in these Canvas activities. Okay then, let's have a look at what we call the learning criteria for this specific unit, and we will be learning all of these things here across a whole year. Okay, now all of you have come from GCSE years, and you won't be expected to know the lingo of a BTEC course yet. It takes you a wee while to get used to it. We're not expecting you to know it straight away, but I will attempt to explain it to you using this, which is the criteria for Unit 7. You can see that you've got, apologies, you can see that you've got learning aims here, and these different aims are just overall aims that will deal with specific criteria. So the very first aim that we are going to look at is learning aim A, which is examine how a duty of care contributes to safe practice in health and social care settings. So this is the stuff we're going to be doing first of all. And within that, you can see here it's learning, it says A, and there's another A over there. And you can see here that we've got AP1, then there's AP2, and then there's AM1, and then right across here there's an AD1. Okay, so what the P means, these are passes. Okay, and in the entire unit you have 6 passes. Now, first years, you must pass all of these passes in order to pass the whole unit. So if you haven't managed to get P5, then you won't pass the whole unit. Okay? Now, if you have passed and you're going to get 2 assignments for that have all these criteria in it. This is an assignment unit. There is no exam. You'll be delighted to know. But you can see, if I show you here the passes, it just asks you to explain something or discuss something or describe something, or right the way down here we've got to compare something. So these are fairly easy criteria to do. When we are marking exactly this. If you've explained, in this case, the implications of a duty of care in a selected health or social care setting. And once I've seen that you can do that, you'll get a big fat tick, and you will have passed P1. Okay. But within that first assignment, you are going to get some merit work. Now, merit work builds on these passes, and you will be asked to assess something or analyse something. So you can see that these merits are a little bit harder than the passes to achieve. And then if you have managed to complete all the passes and then all the merits, you can have a go at the distinctions. And in the first assignment, certainly there is this distinction here, which is distinction number 1, and you can see now we're getting into the tough stuff. Please remember, this is the equivalent of 3 A levels now that you're doing, so we do get into some stuff that's a little bit more complicated, and this is usually the distinction criteria, and it usually asks you to evaluate or justify something. Now, we won't leave you alone to do all of this. Obviously, we're going to be doing some teaching, and we'll teach you this stuff, but be very aware of these words here. We call them command verbs, and you'll see in your student handbook that there is a list of command verbs, and that reminds you exactly what to do. Okay, so nice and slowly. Don't get too worried about this as yet. Let's do some teaching and learning first. So first years, what we're going to do for the rest of this hour and a half, and typically I will have you from 1 o'clock, I believe, until, actually it's 2¼ hours I have you from 1 o'clock until 3:15 on a Monday afternoon. So what am I expecting you to do for the rest of this afternoon? Well, the first thing I need you to do is to go onto the discussion forum. You will see a link underneath this video. Everybody needs to introduce yourself in the discussion forum. It's very easy to do. You just press on reply and write something, and just introduce who you are, so that I can take a register. Remember, I said that was very important. And I would like you to tell me what you're looking forward to as you start this course, please, in that discussion forum. I need you to get used to using the discussion forums, guys, because like I say, I'm the little old lady stuck in my office at home. So I need to have a little bit of to and from in order to make this work. The next thing I want you to do is to watch the video after the discussion forum. And please, can you take some notes while you're watching the video? And you can do this in a variety of manner, however you like, piece of paper and a pen. There is no specific notes that I want you to take, just jot down stuff that you think might be important. Some of you might doodle and do doodle notes. We call this sketchnoting, and it's quite a good way of taking notes. If I find a little video about sketch notes, I'll bung that up as well. Some of you might just make a mind map. However you like, there is no right and wrong answer to taking notes. However you like to take notes, just you carry on. But please jot down some of the things that you will think might be important in this video. Guys, there will be a quiz after it. It's not a test, it's just a quiz. So I will be expecting everybody to take the quiz. There won't be that many questions. There are no wrong answers. So you feel free to jot down just random words in the quiz, or a better answer if you want. Of course, I can't see you there, so if you decide you're going to Google the questions, knock yourself out. That's sometimes a good way of researching, but be very careful of Professor Google. Professor Google can land you into trouble because some of the stuff on Google isn't very good. Typically, we'll put up stuff here on Canvas that will be quite good. So guys, I look forward to seeing you on the discussion forum. I will be there as we speak tomorrow afternoon live. I'll be on that forum so that I can take that register, and I'll see you there.